Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign with FilthyRobot, the British.
You just cut out for me. The British?
Yeah, we're the British. That's my whole intro.
Oh, it sounded like you were going to say something else.
No.
I am British, but I didn't know I was FilthyRobot the British. I have dual citizenship. I'm a UK citizen as well, so I guess I kind of am British.
No, we're just the Brits. We're the British. So I think we may want to start considering making the nobles happy soon because they're kind of pissy. Well, I spied on Friesland.
Okay.
We get a claim on them. I want East Frisia.
All right, I'm fine to let you direct that for now. I want to direct the colonization efforts when we get there, in the sense of I want to pay a lot of attention to that, the minutia of it. I'm kind of okay to let you do the minutia of this. I'm familiar with the claim system at this point.
Okay. Argument or justification for wanting East Frisia is that it is an estuary in the Lubeck node, and I want that money.
Okay.
And also, it is coincidentally one of the only provinces near the HRE that is not part of the HRE, so it's easy to take.
Okay.
Although, East Frisia... you are actually a crap.
I am a crap. Thank you, Arumba.
Normally East Frisia only controls East Frisia, which makes him not a prince, but he moved his capital to Friesland, which makes him into an actual... Actually, it looks like he conquered East Frisia, so he is still a prince after all. So we might not be able to actually take that. Ooh, National Sailors modifier, great.
Trading in fish has happened to us. Yes!
Great, that's so good, that's what we needed.
Soon fish for everyone.
Because we need sailors.
I feel like, yeah. Yep. I'm waiting on this rebels to fire. It's taking fucking forever. It's funny, my perception of the game speed has changed as I play more on my own. This feels slower than it used to. It felt very fast when I first started. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it is pretty slow. We're playing on speed 2. We have been this whole session. We can go back up to speed 3 if you want. I'm
letting you do all the detail work right now, so it depends how overstressed you are with the number of things you're doing right now. At the moment, I'm just watching the economy tab. I'm staring at that 74.69 and being really happy.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid income. You check the ledger. We are making the most money by 50% over the next guy.
Income comparison, is that what you're checking?
Yeah, it's second page. I've got the ledger sorted by income. Ottomans make 81 ducats. We make 122. It's pretty good. It's pretty good income, I'd say.
Didn't find it, but yes, it does sound good. Does sound quite good. Yeah, so about this looming disaster, it's getting pretty looming.
Yeah, but it's going away in July. So we've got 8 months. It'll be at 89%. Cutting
it close. The only things that ever screws me with those is sometimes I don't account for other modifiers that fall off or do things like that.
Yeah. Random events that can bump it up are really not fun.
Yes. I had a disaster fire in one of my playthroughs, that playthrough that I scrapped. I had the peasant uprising.
Ooh, Peasants' War, yikes.
That one fucking sucked, man. I couldn't do anything with that. I had to accept their demands and take full increase in autonomy of all provinces in my country, which was bullshit. All right.
That's fun.
We have countries that not yet fully embrace the printing press institution will receive an increasing technology cost penalty now. So next institution's coming up. Growth of the printing industry.
Oh, I didn't even get an event about that. Interesting. Yeah, so the printing press has spawned.
We just finished Renaissance like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's obnoxious. Oh, colonialism, I mean.
This is good, though. The spawn for printing press happened in the center of Bohemia.
Where do I see that? So I have the institution of printing press engaged on the map right now. So I can see it as a little... Urs is the birthplace of the printing press.
Yes, and that is our ally, and we don't border him, sadly. But we almost do.
Does that
count?
So
it should spread to us fairly quickly.
Okay. We could take over countries that border him, too. Like, there's all these little... Weren't we dealing with Pomerania at one point? Did we give up on Pomerania?
I don't know. We lost our claims on Pomerania.
Yeah.
We have still a truce with Denmark. I think we want to attack Denmark like right away.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I would like to instead of repeatedly making your enemies weaker but keeping them around, it'd be kind of nice to eliminate some of our enemies entirely. From a mental perspective, for me.
You want to make Denmark pay?
I just want them off the map. There's the fortress siege, the siege going on from the stack firing, right? You've been building shipyards, I see. That's fine.
Just a couple.
Yeah. Is that for, you're doing that for the modifier on total ship cap?
Yes,
okay.
That's the only reason. Because ships pay off better, and trade is our primary source of income.
Understood.
And I'm still hoping we can actually get this mission. We took it. We're at 58.1%. Now 57.8. Like, we're so close.
Well, I mean, why don't, if we stop that thing with Venice, isn't that going to push our total percentage up by quite a bit? Because isn't a big chunk of our current income based on the condolettis or whatever the fuck they're called?
Condottieri.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. The problem is that they're paying us so much juicy money. I really like it.
I see.
I'm almost tempted to just let them siege down Holland because I don't really care and I want the money.
Okay. Fine with that.
I mean, 35 ducats a month.
I know, that's huge.
They're paying our entire army, so we're paying nothing for most of our army, and they're paying us like 2.6 times the normal cost. It's really good.
Okay. I thought we had Rebels fire. Where the fuck did they go?
They're sitting there in Holland.
Oh, in Holland. Yeah, okay.
They're going to take it soon, unfortunately.
They're wrecking Holland, man. Their leader's crap, too. 0021. If only we had an army.
The problem is that we can't split the condottieri to use the transports, and we can't get military access through Burgundy because they hate us. And we can't get military access through Friesland because they hate us.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll pick up some separatism if we let it fall.
Okay.
But I think we just let it fall.
It's gonna fall.
And then they'll teleport somewhere else, and we'll go engage them over there.
Okay.
Sadly. Bum-ba-dum-bum.
I cannot see. It won't let me see the... So when we're being sieged, I can't look at the province. Oh, I can't show province. Okay. So I was just looking at that. Separatism is just unrest, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Separatism. 10 years of separatism will raise unrest in the province by 5. But also they can't rebel again for 20 years. So
yep.
In those 20 years, it will tick down, and so it kind of doesn't matter.
So you're training more troops. Are these real troops or mercs? I haven't looked. They're real troops.
Went back up to 4 real cav.
Okay.
Based on flanking range still being 100%. Actually, flanking range is what?
I don't know. I haven't talked about flanking range in a long time. I didn't even realize that changed. So the cav can flank from further out?
Okay. If you go to the technology tab, bottom right hand corner of the military section, you can see plus 25% improved flanking range.
Yes.
Cav have a default flanking range of 2. 2 plus 25 gets rounded back down to 2, so they still can flank by 2. So I like to have 2 cav on either side, which gives you 4 cav. At military tech 18, they'll have another plus 25 additive, taking it to plus 50, giving them a flanking range of 3, in which case 6 would be an ideal number.
Got it.
So yeah, that's why we went back up to 4.
And the only time you wouldn't use that then is if we have equal army width of them, and then you would use infantry instead of cav?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, if you're just going to throw lots and lots of cav.
Okay. So this would be something else that we could talk about. This would be worth doing reviews on, because I do struggle with this a little bit too. I have more questions, by the way, but we just haven't really got to where we can answer them. We could, but... So the combat stats, there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And your initial strategy was basically morale stacking, because then we can basically stack wipe stuff, and we do this by killing the morale super fast in the first couple of phases. I've got the gist of what the strategy is down, but I don't actually understand the details of it. And we talk about this basically every single time. Military tactics is a modifier. We're going to keep talking about it till one day I get it. This is how these things work, I'm sure. So I'm clear on combat width. I think I get that entirely. I'm looking at the rest of these. There's a land morale. I get the flanking range modifier, the military tactics, and land morale. Is there another one in there somewhere too? There's like...
You're probably thinking of discipline and tactics?
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Where do I see those? I just click on an army to look at those, right?
Yep, go to F1, F2 to look at your military tab. Mm-hmm. And you can see a list of all of these things. So in the top section where it says Army Tradition, it should actually probably just say Army Traddy. Mm-hmm. We're using a mod called the Stellaris font mod, which makes the game just easier to read. So some of the text kind of does that. Normally you'd be able to see the whole thing, I think, there. But it's just such a better font. They used I don't know, times Roman or something garbage that looked like crap. So anyway, so looking further down the list, discipline. You hover over discipline, tactics, leadership, morale, and equipment were all important in battles, blah, blah, blah. Okay, steady troops that could hold their formation despite the punishment of enemy. Damage done is multiplied by your discipline, and damage taken is reduced or increased depending on your discipline. So discipline makes you do more physical casualties, you kill more stuff, and it also makes you suffer fewer losses. Military tactics is the counterpart to discipline. Military tactics reduces the damage your units take. You'll notice when you hover over military tactics that discipline is multiplied in on your tactics. So it's not counted twice. The discipline tooltip kind of makes it maybe sound like that, but what's actually happening is your tactics gets increased by your discipline value. Tactics determines how much damage you take. Discipline pretty much just affects how much damage you do.
Okay. Does this include morale damage?
I think yes. Pretty sure.
Okay. So, I mean, but these are just the simple rule of thumb for these is you want more of both of them.
Yes.
Because they're just both they're going to be positive. There's no anything complicated about that. It's just the more of these you have, the better you're going to do. Okay.
Okay, this is a very important event that just fired.
Oh, good. I clicked right through it. What does it say?
Herald from Bohemia. They tell us of the Evangelical Union. After Emperor Prims rejected the Protestants' confessional positions of the Imperial Parliament, the Protestant Imperial Estates formed the League of Schmalkalden and a joint army and treasury, and seeking ties abroad. The German Catholic states, feeling threatened by this new alliance, have grouped into a Catholic League. The stage is set for religious conflict in Europe.
Okay.
So this is a historic thing that happens in every campaign. It's called the Religious League War, the Catholic League War. Now, when you go ahead, click on the Holy Roman Empire button, bottom right corner by the map, you'll notice that there are now two banner type things on either side. There's the Protestants and the Catholics.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be a religious league war where all of the Catholics band on one side, and then all of the other guys who want Catholicism to die, which can mean mostly Protestants, but also Reformed. It can sometimes include the Ottomans, even though they're Sunni. Basically, anyone who hates the Catholics will join on the Protestant side, and a massive war will break out. Pretty much the entirety of Europe will be in this war.
Cool. We have an island.
The problem for us is that we're allied to the current emperor, and we don't really necessarily want our current emperor to get weaker. So we kind of maybe want to be on the Catholic side. But I'll leave it up to you if you want to help the emperor or hurt the emperor.
Well, aren't we only allied with Bohemia because we were trying to take over their country via lineage, via basically marrying in?
Yeah, which we can still do if he ever has a weak heir. Which is kind of what I'm leaning toward. I want to do that. I want to take over that land.
Yeah. The problem with making a decision like this for me is that I don't actually have any understanding of what it's going to entail. So I'm okay to defer that decision.
It's not going to fire right away. Let's just wait and see what happens.
All right.
So Venice is getting a little bit pissed off. We've got to either do some sieges or cancel the condottieri within the next 4 months.
How do you see that?
There's a new alert at the top of the screen. It says that you have condottieri clients who are not happy.
I do. See that? Okay.
So if we don't act on it soon, then that means that for 10 years we will have a malice toward offering condottieri to anyone else.
Okay. Might be fine. We're about to go to a bunch of wars, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to cancel it with 1 month to go. We don't want to miss out on the opportunity to lend troops, but we also kind of need our army back.
Okay.
You're going to get a lot of pop-ups about people joining the leagues.
Yep. I'll click through them as quickly as I can.
Oh, right. I paused the game because the disaster went away. It's now ticking down. We should give some land back to the nobility now, so that they're no longer pissed.
All right. So, but most of the time, pissing off states isn't that bad. Manpower recovery and land maintenance modifier is a thing.
Well, right now their loyalty is decreasing because they don't have enough land.
Yes.
So we want to give them at least 15% control so that they'll stop being pissed.
Yes.
So I'm looking back over at that province, Dithmarschen. We should probably give that back to them. Because it's a 1-1-2.
Yeah, it's just really terrible, you're saying.
Yeah, it's kind of a crap province.
Okay.
Beyond that, I don't see any other real provinces that have low autonomy that are not good. The clergy currently control more land than they need. Is there any land that the clergy control? Yes. You see the province of Oxfordshire. It's a 7-5-11.
I can in just a second. It's over here somewhere. Yes.
That is controlled by the clergy. That would be a great province for the nobility, since it's got 11 manpower development.
Is it really a great province for the nobility? I understand that you're saying, I mean, but this is going to be, if this is an English province, we probably had it for a while. The autonomy of this is probably actually 0 underneath that, right?
Let's find out.
Okay.
Yes, it's at 0.
So why are we, I mean, okay, I get it. You want to max the modifiers, but the modifiers are modifiers we don't really care about.
I want the nobility to be trending toward 50 loyalty, so we have loyalty to spend on.
Yeah, I know we would give them something, but is it really worth picking this one? I mean, this is a fairly, and aren't there, like, I'm thinking again, like, aren't there, doesn't one of them give us a tax modifier? Doesn't the burghers give us a tax modifier when they hold an area?
Clergy.
Right. So this has 7 tax, right?
Yes, but it has far more manpower.
Yeah, but we don't care about the manpower.
Sure we do.
We don't. We're using all mercenaries. We give no shits about the manpower.
Manpower's still good.
Why?
Manpower, because we can still use it to train up. Like, we're using mercs because we can, but regular troops are still cheaper. Yep. If you could field an army with pure mercs, with pure real troops, then you would prefer to, because it's still less money.
If you say that's true, I'm willing to believe that. My thought is that we have some lower tax provinces that we just could have taken from the clergy instead to give to the nobility, like these 333 ones or the 4, any of the ones that don't have 7 tax. We're going to lose money to do this. We're going to trade money for manpower.
So you're worried about money?
Yeah.
Even though you just got done saying we have tons of money?
I didn't get done saying we have tons of money. You spent it all on shipyards. We would have tons of money, but now we have tons of shipyards.
But shipyards are good. We like shipyards.
All right, I just want to understand your rationale for this. And your rationale is 11. 11's big, therefore give them the nobility.
They need 15%.
I know. I understand why you want to give the nobility some land, but this particular piece of land, you want to do it because of that reasoning.
If I have to give them something, I want to give them something that has the most manpower possible, so that it's not as bad as giving them like a bunch of other stuff. Like,
they're at 14%. My desire would be to give them the least amount of land possible. Like,
right. Well, they're at 14% because I just gave them another province in Denmark.
Okay.
It was a 113 that I gave them because it was crap.
We've got a 111 over here in the Western Isles. Like that raising that floor to 25% means we're going to lose like nothing from that, right?
A 111 in the Western Isles? What? Where's this? Oh, yes. Is that enough to get them?
I don't know. Let's take a look. Percentage of land? No, 14.8. Not quite. We could. How many times do we have to develop it if we do that? So we give them a 2. We give them a 2. We got friggin' Sutherland up here too. That way they're not wrecking our income, right?
Okay, I'm fine with the 2. That's good. Okay. No, that logic is fine.
All right, I just want to clear. I want to understand that is the logic. You'd much prefer what now?
I would much prefer to find like a 113 or something, like something that's skewed towards manpower.
Right. Do you want me to develop Sutherland for you? Give it 1 extra manpower so you can have your skew.
Don't spend manpower on development. Not unless you're trying to do a renaissance or like an institution or something. Mm-mm.
Really, that's interesting because some people comment section were like, tall is good. And I've heard you say tall is crap.
Tall is shit. It's always shit.
Okay.
It's always bad. It's so much worse than expansion.
Okay.
If you actually do the math, like you're spending 50.
It was so fucking expensive. It was so expensive.
Each click is 57 development. You realize?
No, it was like in the hundreds when I was clicking it.
57 monarch points per click gives you 1 development.
Yeah, but it goes up. Doesn't the monarch cost go up as you develop more?
Yeah. And as you develop more, it gets more expensive. And here's the thing, though. If you were to just conquer that land, sure, you've got separatism, you've got autonomy to deal with and stuff, but to core that land is 10 admin per development. Would you rather spend 10 per development or 57 per development?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's just, there's no comparison. Yep. Expansion is always better than building tall. You only build tall when you're in a position where
you can't expand.
You can't expand, or like you're trying to meet a very, very specific institution spread or something. That'd be a situation where development makes sense.
Okay.
Or if you are at your, like, I don't know, if you somehow manage to be 20 years ahead of time on tech, so you don't want to click the tech button, you've got nothing to spend any points on, so you might as well click the development button a couple times, just to not waste the points.
To be clear, when I develop a province, if I develop its manpower, that gives me no extra income out of that province, right?
Not directly. It gives you more men,
right,
which means you hire fewer mercs, which means you have more money.
Okay. Got it. But I just want to be clear about that because I have a surplus of military points in one of my campaigns right now. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it.
One. How many do you have going? My gosh.
Well, just the one right now. I finished the one and started the other one.
I see.
Yeah. Harold from
Felt
Norway.
hats. Price of fur changes by plus 35%.
That's amazing. I'm so glad I got notified about that.
Okay, and the Venetians just canceled our condottieri.
Okay. Were they pissed at us? Or is it just...
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, they just decided it was time.
All right, so let's take a look at our trade stuff real quick. So what percentage is it? How do I see the percentage? Does it tell me?
You look at the little thing. It should change next month because this month it's still projecting.
Look at what little thing? On the
F1.5. Look at the pie chart.
Oh, trade. Okay. Yeah.
54.4% is what we made last month, but that was while we still had the condottieri, I believe.
Actually, I don't see that number. I see the top of numbers. Where is that number on the screen?
Hover over the pie chart.
Hover over the pie chart. Yeah. Okay. And still didn't do shit. Now we're at 53.7. Wasn't that what we were last month? Or was it right in the beginning of the month?
At the highest we ever got, we were at, we're making not very much money. Oh, you know what it is? It's partially because Holland is occupied.
Would you like 5% trade efficiency?
Yes. What? What's the trade-off?
No trade-off.
Just cuz?
Yeah.
Seems like a good deal.
Yeah, I took it. Why are we losing money from Holland being occupied? What difference does that fucking make? Holland's not making a lot of income, is it? Are they highly developed?
Take a look at the province modifiers in Holland.
I'm trying to, but I'm 896. They're provinces.
Yeah. Province modifiers. Provincial modifiers.
Provincial modifiers. Where do I see those? Oh, down the bottom. Oh my god.
The coastal center of trade. The idiotically stupid amounts of trade power that this province generates.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Because it's occupied, it doesn't count. We don't. No.
What are you doing?
Sneaky bastards coming for us.
Get on the boat.
It's not what I told them to do.
Arumba! Is this like all cannons dying too?
I think so. For the most part, yeah. Stupid bastards. They sieged down that province and then came back because I was trying to get into position to... See, look at them. Now they're leaving again.
Did we lose... Okay, you got to retreat off though. Okay. Oh, that was close.
Yes.
You almost didn't. We had an advisor die. I'll go take care of that. I'm going to buy the most expensive advisor for the job. 714. Would you like a half off level 3 advisor? Yeah, you would.
Sure.
Okay. Yearly inflation reduction, not so great though.
A half off. What guy?
A yearly inflation reduction for admin. Admin. Okay. Too late, you got him. Alright.
I trust your judgment.
Questionable. Okay, he's pissing off with his teleporting. Poof. Go away.
Yeah, he's teleporting one province away instead of just marching there.
Yeah, I don't understand rebel teleportation devices. I want to capture some. Okay, he teleports very slowly though. Maybe he doesn't have a map. Maybe it's all gray to him because he's not part of this area. Oh, you're getting attacked again. How do you feel about that?
What a little bastard, man. So, okay, 19th. Well, we are reinforcing.
Okay, you know how that works, right? Well, I hear it works well.
We're the ones reinforcing. We should be okay.
Okay. I like how that cannon's in the front row. We got 6 cannons in the front row.
Yeah, it happens. He's just being a jerk.
What is happening? Are cannons dying?
We'll win. It's fine. Costly.
We lost 10,000 cannons.
So what?
So what? Oh my god. Alright, I guess what you're trying to do is you're trying to prove how valuable manpower is, huh? You're trying to back up your claims.
The issue is we just don't have enough damn cannons is the problem.
Yeah, that's the
sorry,
problem.
not enough cannons.
Infantry.
We don't have enough, what are they called? Transports. That's the problem.
Okay, well, I paused it for a reason. Would you like Denmark's opinion? Reform neighbors reach out. It's a stupid event again. Do we stand with them against the Pope if they stand with us, or do they spread lies?
I don't care. We're reformed.
Done.
We don't care about any of that.
Okay. Denmark's opinion
By
went
the
down.
way, we're 5 years ahead of time. We're getting close to the diplo point cap. I would be inclined to boost mercantilism a bit.
Someone's telling me there's a downside to boosting mercantilism if you want to do colonies. Is that actually a thing?
High mercantilism reduces or increases liberty desire in colonies, your colonial nations, but it doesn't matter because it's really stupid easy to manage your colonial nations.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, won't worry about that. So I do that under where? Is that trade? It sounds like a trade thing. Yeah, promote mercantilism. How many times do you want me to click it? 6?
Probably like 3 or 4.
3. Okay.
Just take your. I like to stay around half amount of points because you never know when you might need some. But I don't like being close to the cap.
Yeah, I don't either because I forget about it.
Exactly.
Provincial trade power modifier. That's quite good though.
Big truce. Okay, here's where we have to be worried about the coalition forming. So let's take a break here. We'll look around the map a little bit, see if we want to declare any wars before the coalition can form.
Sounds good. I'm going to need a few minutes to unsort all these toggles too. Sounds good. See you in a few.
Okay.